Okay, I'm going to do the rest of this Saturday morning here now, so I could work on it earlier. That's another one of them. You 4 of them in the kit. I bought that from Yahoo auctions in Japan. Way cheaper than buying it anywhere else. The whole lot, the 4 of them, 230 bucks. I'll just remove the bowl from this third carby. It couldn't have ran real well, this car. That needle's upside down. That pointy part goes to the bottom. Like it's shaped like a cone. Right, that goes to the bottom and sits into the thing, and that's what seals the fuel off. It's upside down. That's one of the old ones. That bit should be to the top. Pretty stupid. That dirty stuff's old fuel. It needs to be all scraped out of there and cleaned. Yeah, that did not want to come out. That took some getting out. I suspect these are the original carbies, and those ones with the plastic have been changed. But I'm going to have to sand that. So anyway, I've just got to make it smoother so it goes in and out better. Now this one I didn't show this bit yesterday because I ran out of film. That piece in there, you hit that out with a punch. So you just knock it down, and then I've got a punch here that just fits in there nice. You just punch it out. And basically you just put the punch in down there. Bloody thing go. There it is. That comes in the kit as well. Well, that's all stripped now. I expect that's never been pulled apart, that carby. Well, the needle and seat's been changed because the needle was in upside down. Now I've got to scrape all that off. That doesn't come off easy, that. You just scrape it. And then I'm going to do what I did the others, sand these so that goes in and out easier. This is a new part. I didn't film doing it yesterday. It's a bit of a trick to get it in, really. Let's have a look. What I like to do is use the old needle, give it a bit of a wipe, and I'll put shit in it. Get it like that. Put it down in there, and that just helps. I'll get rid of that thing. Helps center it. Once you get it centered, it's already come through there. You can just give it a tap, make sure it's home. That can be tricky to put in. You can tell by the sound that it's home. There's the third carby done. I don't know why, but this kit had an extra piece. I can't see where that goes. The other kits didn't have that, so I don't know why it's there. I've also cleaned this, so I've just opened that, finished doing this piece, and then I'll grab the fourth carby. It's all done, ready to go. So I've just got that set on the base setting, like that. You turn that out 1 turn and 1/8. I've got them all set at that, and I can, if I want to in the future, I can change this air valve, which is a 35. That's the standard size. The new kit comes with a 38. So if you want to try that later, once we get it running, you may move that a bit, like 1/8 of a turn or whatever. You adjust that. There's ways of adjusting that perfectly. This is the other one here. It's a 38. So if you want to change, then you can. And we've got 5 different main jets, but I've got them on the 105, which is the standard setting. So we'll start with that and see how it goes. You've been 60 thou over. I might go up and try 110, and I might throw this 38 in it and see what happens. But if it's running good when we start it, it'll be staying like that. Yeah, I don't know how that, there's no way it was running right, because that's in upside down. It would have just kept flooding that third carby. There's like that's shaped like a dome down in there, like that pointy bit. So that goes down into it and shuts the fuel off when the float comes up. But they had that end in there. I can't turn it around. They had that pointy in there, and that was sticking out. There's no way that works like that. They had that in wrong. There are all the old bits. Here's the last carby. Straight off the bat, I can see that jet there is completely blocked. So that last carby 3 was hard to get apart. I'm hoping this one's not like that. It was really hard to get apart. Anyway, we'll soon find out. I'm leaving all that linkage stuff on there. No point taking that off, I don't have to. That jet there was severely blocked, like completely blocked. If I didn't have these are off a Oxy kit. If I didn't have these, that took me 3/4 of an hour to clear that jet. And I'd say that's been blocked for a hell of a long time. These things are perfect for clearing jets. That's what they're made for, but not the carbies. Anyway, now that jet's clear. That would have been running, I'd say that it was like that when it was running. So all the little problems with these carbies are now fixed. I'm pretty sure this car will run really well as soon as it starts. Just one other thing, that's your main jet there, right? That's called the main jet. And the thing it screws into is the needle jet. The jet needle goes into that. It's good trick to do that up with a spanner, do the needle jet up with a spanner, and then just run your main jet down and nip it up in case you ever want to change them. It's a lot easier to do it on the fly. But you always want to nip up if you do want them to drop out or start running like a hairy goat. Realise what that spare one, I had a spare screw over each one. It's the grub screw. I was using the old ones. So I'll pull them back out and put the new ones in it. Just if you ever strip it down later, it's better. Got a little problem with both of these carbies. Each one has a stripped thread. And it's the same thread. It's that one there. It won't tighten up. No matter what I do, that won't tighten up. So what I'm going to have to do, I got this stud out. There's the thread there that came out of it. I'm going to have to try and fix that. I'm thinking of changing the thread and making another part thicker down the bottom so I can tighten it. Otherwise I won't be able to tighten that nut on each side. And that just changed it. You know, I thought I was best about to be finished. Yeah, I just wound that stud out. That's the thread that's busted out of the body of the thing. That's off this one. So I've got to make 2 studs and I've got to come up with something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slightly enlarge that. I'm going to tap it and I'll put a helicoil in it. That's what these things are for. They're for fixing motorbike carbies and other things, but this is the best way to fix it quick. Just like that, it's got a new thread. Cool. Anyway, I'll put these back together. Last carbie fully done. That helicoil fixed that in 5 minutes. Got it hooked back up. All I've got to do is hook the carbies, like the 4 carbies together next. But that's a win. I'm putting dome nuts here because when you look down you see them, and I've got nylock bolts down the bottom. All I've got to do is fix the thread on this one now. Same. Paint the tops of those carbies so they all match. This is the last piece on the table. Just got to paint it. Just paint it in that heat-proof paint. Anyway, that's tomorrow. It's been working all day. It's 4 o'clock Saturday. That's going in the bin. I'm getting a new one of them. Last piece I've got to fix on this is this. So I'm going to paint strip that, get it primed up, and then I'm going to paint it silver. I've just put a bit of paint stripper here just to see if it'll move it. No point painting it all over it if it doesn't work. I'm not sure what sort of a finish that is. It is paint. Let's see if it moves it. Is that all prepped? I much prefer to remove all the paint. I don't like painting over old paint. It causes hassles. There's a few rough bits there, so I just put a bit of 2-pack filler there. And prime that and call it a day. Tomorrow I'll rub that down, paint it. There's that all painted. I'll let it sit overnight, and tomorrow I'll paint it silver. And just sit there. They look alright. Not too bad. Once that's painted silver, just got to throw a new filter on that, and that's completely finished. 100% done. As soon as that car starts, you might have to move these air screws a little bit, and if we want to, we can frig around with the jetting and put a bigger main jet. And I've even got that kit come with 2 different sizes of this air screw, so we'll see. But I expect it'll be fine. Conditions aren't real ideal for spraying today, so I've got 2 heaters rigged up in here, and I just close the door. I'll give that one more coat, and then I'll give it 2 or 3 coats of clear. There's that done. What we're going to do now is put the screws on those carbies, throw the air filter in, and put them on the car. Very happy with that. Just leave it sit in here and bake for a bit. Install the first part. It's got new screws in it, brand new Phillips head screws. You probably can't see them. Clean that all down in here because they sit down really well. That's getting painted in heat-proof paint, and so are the cylinders. Just working on this stuff now. Just got this thing off here. That's completely blocked. So I'll free that up. All this stuff's going in the vapor blaster tomorrow. And I'll start working on this stuff. Another wet day here. Video on this piece. I think it's a starter cover. Just so put the seal in the right way. You can see that that's hit quite a few times. It's badly marked, all that. It's got a little bit of pink fluoro paint there, so I might have to put that back. Ran out of time doing this. All the little intricate bits and pieces, and there's bits of paint stuck on there. That's ready to go back in. That's the first go. A little hole in this part, just here. You have to weld that up. Yes, I was trying to do it without paint stripping and that. It's better off to get the whole paint off. Way too time consuming. These screws are turned up. They're just too long. I've got to shorten them. Carbies are all done. Just got to be put on the car now and throw an air filter in it. Very happy with the way they've come up. There's no reason why this car won't run just straight away like that. I've been super busy today. I've vapor blasted all this stuff, painted stuff. This stuff here is unpainted in heat-proof paint. This thing here's got a little hole in it. So tomorrow I'm going to weld that up. It's just there. A little hole there. It's worse on the inside. And there's also a little part, another part I have to weld up too. This pulley here, I didn't want to aqua blast it. It's got stuff in it. There's a chunk of thread busted out of there. There's 3 threads and this one's only got 2. So tomorrow I've got to fix that, re-tap it with that other part. But that's enough for today. Very happy with these carbies. I think they come up awesome. Anyway, I'll make a little video on that. Thanks for that.